Very, very happy morning to everyone. A little more of energy. Beautiful. Loving you so much. I know it's very strange for an entrepreneur to stand out here and tell you love you. Because love you is something that we probably say to our girlfriend, wife, father, mother. But the fact remains, love is the only thing that keeps the world going. If I know you and love you, then it becomes a relationship. But if I can love you without knowing you, then it is fake. Today we live in a world where we don't have a choice. The one sitting here has to love another person. She has to love her. She has to love him. He has to love the one behind. And it's a chain. And that is what makes us human. We don't live out of pain and pleasure like how animals live, but we live out of knowing what is right and wrong. We have a choice. And we choose to love. We choose that we want to make this world a better place. We choose not only to use the resources of this world today as what it is, but also to sustain it and leave a better world for the future generations to come. And that is what we are here for, and that's a huge responsibility. Why else would we have been born before the generation before us? We have a responsibility not only to enjoy this world as it is, but also conserve it and make it a more beautiful place than what it was when we found it. I know all of us love stories, so let me start today's session with a little story. It seems that the flooring marble in the temple told the idol marble that this is not fair. This is not fair. People are standing on top of me and they are worshipping you. We both know that we came in the same truck from Makarana, Rajasthan. People are standing on top of me and they are worshipping you. I think this is not fair. It seems the idol marble told the flooring marble. It's very true. We came in the same truck from Rajasthan. But when this sculpture wanted to chisel you, you said, "Oh, I can't take this blow. Please stop. Please stop." He said, "Okay." And he laid you down like a flooring marble. I was willing to take millions of blows on top of me to become an idol worthy of worship. I think the story tells us about life. It tells us the difference between those who make it great in life and those who are still struggling in life. I know it's not easy. We have a huge community of students out here and a lot of youngsters out here. I know it's not easy being young. I know it's not easy being a student. I know there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of why should I do this? Why should I do this? Why should I go through this daily grind? Why should I get to college? Why should I do this? Why should I go through all this churning that I'm going through? But I want you to know, life is never about, it's all about, we get inspired looking at people. Life is all about 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. You should be willing to let life chisel you. You need to have faith that there's a higher hand that is guiding you, taking care of you, and creating you. You need to go through. If you have a few sleepless nights now, you can sleep well for the rest of your life. Have faith, give it your 100%, and go ahead and live a life worthy of your potential. I don't understand when people say, "I don't think this kid has a potential." I strongly believe there's either a sleeping potential or there is an awakened potential. There's nothing called as lack of potential in this world. Every seed has in it the potential to become a forest. Every rock has in it the potential to become a statue. And every human being has in him and her the potential to become a legend. So I want to start today's session with the fact and with the belief that each one of us sitting within this room and the millions of people who are going to watch this video, that you have the potential in you to become whatever you're able to dream of. So whenever you dream, whenever you think, the earlier speaker spoke about thinking. The mind of the man is a man. Change the mind, change the man. 96% of our thoughts repeat themselves on a daily basis. If 96% of what I thought yesterday I'm going to think today, what's going to happen to me? I'm going to keep repeating the same life. I'm going to keep repeating. Then how do you expect to improve? If 96% of my thoughts repeat. So we need to bring a little bit of creativity into our thoughts. We need to bring a little bit of freshness into what we think and how we do things. We always need to believe there's a better way to do things. Never forget this in life. There's always a better way. If we have done this today, we can improve on it tomorrow. There is a way, and the way is on its way. Sometimes we think, how do I make it better? We may not know how to do it right now. But with that faith, with that belief, there is a way, and the way is on the way. I may not know it right now, but hold on to that thought in your mind, and you will be able to create history. There is so much of mental congestion that's happening inside the mind. So much of sensory overload. We are loading ourselves with so many things, so much of unnecessary information. So it's very, very important at any point of time. The mind is calculating 20 trillion calculations. 20 trillion calculations is what is happening in every thought. That type of overload is happening. With this type of calculation that is happening and so much of overload happening, then how are you even a little slowdown in the mental congestion? If you're able to have a little bit of quietness in your life, meditation, a little bit of sitting back and thinking about what is important for you, will change your life drastically and improve yourself. Now, I know all of us sitting out here, all of us believe that we need to be top performers in life. We desire to be the best. We desire to be top performers. But the question remains, do we deserve it? We want to be a super duper success in life. But the question remains, do we deserve it? We want to be we want to achieve greatness in life, but the question remains, do we deserve it? One of the laws of life is, in life you do not get what you desire. You may desire everything in life, but you only get in life what you deserve. So how do you convert your desires into deservingness? This is the biggest challenge in today's world. I know I want to make, Vijay, I understand, you're telling me we are all made for greatness. I think all of us have great potential. Why is it that some people go on to live the potential that they have, and most of them are not able to achieve it? We can make our desires into deservingness through consistent, directed, self-motivated, intelligent effort. CDSIE. Consistent, directed, self-motivated, intelligent effort. First is effort. I think all of us understand that those who perform better than us definitely put in what? More effort than us. I can understand if I'm not very intelligent. It's not my fault. It is God's mistake, manufacturing defect. I can understand if I'm not emotionally stable. It is not my mistake again, it's a parenting mistake. But if I don't put in the desired effort to make my life a success, whose mistake will it be? It will be 100% my mistake. So it is my life, my responsibility. The first thing I've learned in life is my responsibility, and no blaming is allowed. I will never go back and blame my parents for not making it big in life, blame my teachers, all the institutions that created me, telling they did not teach me properly, go back and blame my employers who have given me employment, saying they have not treated me well, they are not letting me grow, go back and blame the circumstances around me, saying that this is not happening, that is not happening, that's why I'm not making it in life. My life is my responsibility and no blaming is allowed. This is one of the fundamentals of life. If you are able to get this thought very deep into us, every time you think about complaining, every time the thought comes, hey, I think this is not going right, I think this is what is holding me back, I wish this was better. Remember, you are the master of your circumstances. It is never the circumstances, it's never the circumstances, but the choices, counter choices that you make to it, that ultimately decide what you will do in life and what will be the outcome of your life. Now this effort has to be self-motivated. What type of vehicles we like to drive? Self-start or kick-start? What do we like? What type of vehicles we like to drive? Self-start. We need to be self-started. We need to be self-motivated. How long are you going to wait for teachers to push you and say, I think you need to do this for yourself? How long you want your parents to wake you up every morning, go to school? How long are you going to wait others to keep pushing you and saying, you should do this? At the end of the day, at some point of time, the realization should come within us that whatever we do in life, we have to do purely for ourselves. We need to be self-motivated enough to understand my life is my responsibility. I need to ensure, I need to give it 100%, and I need to make it very, very big in life. I need one volunteer. Anyone can come up to the stage, please? Anyone, please come. One volunteer. Come. Yeah, come. You're the closest to me. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Myself, Arun Kumar, from TEDxSonaCollege Technology.
Fabulous. Give him a big round of applause. I'm going to do a small demo with Arun. Arun, come in, stand here. No, you didn't. I'm going to push you, okay? Just look forward. Come back. Now, I want you to go run, touch the door, come back. Run, touch the door, come back. Big round of applause for Arun. So this demo was just to show you, to demonstrate to you. When I pushed Arun, he could only go as far as my trust acted upon him. That is external motivation. Only when circumstances are favorable to you, you will be able to perform. But when Arun decided he wanted to touch that door and come back, he could go as far as he wanted to. That is self-motivated. Circumstances should not create a man. A man should create his own circumstances for success. As long as you wait for the circumstances to be right, when this is right, I will do this in life, when that is right, I'll do it in life, then probably few times you'll have circumstances that are suitable for you. You will do exceedingly well in life. But other times when things are not going right, when things are falling apart, at that point of time, you will not be able to go out and actually achieve what you want to achieve in life. What type of movies do you like? What type of hero do you like in a movie? A hero who during the climax scene when the villain is hitting dashkum, he falls down and he gives up and he takes the girlfriend, the villain takes the girlfriend and go away? Or you want the hero to come up during that circumstance and save the hero? Which type of hero do you like? I'm tipping it. This is a typical scene. I think the roles are reversing now, but even otherwise. Circumstances should not create a man. A man should create his own circumstances for success. So we need to take responsibility for our life and ensure that no matter how bad the situation is or how bad it seems, fear. The word fear itself says it's not because we fear we avoid, it's because we avoid we develop fear. Avoid fear, it grows. Face fear, it goes. The word fear is F-E-A-R. False assumption, assume real. We are still not faced what is going to be, but assuming that this is what is going to happen, and we start fearing the circumstance, start avoiding it. What you avoid takes control over you. And what takes control over you takes control over your life. Never give up your life's responsibility to any circumstances or any other human being or anything else in life. Be in control of your life. You cannot control everything around you. The only person you can control is yourself. Keep yourself within your control. Circumstances never in your control. Never ever imagine there's going to be an ideal life. The only people in this world who do not have any problems, who do not have any challenges, who are having a very peaceful time are the people who are buried 6 feet down. If you are born a human being, if you are in flesh and blood, you will have issues, you will have problems, you will have challenges. It is up to us to rise up to the challenge every time. Get up one more time than you have fallen. This has been one philosophy that I've always believed. Believe me, I'm 46-year-old. I have faced challenges in life. Look at me, 5 feet 5 inches, not too tall. My height used to be a huge issue in my school, used to get bullied. People who understand Tamil, kulla. I think we still use a lot of these. If you have glasses, buddhi. If you don't have that, a taklu. I don't know why we have to cut someone else's leg for us to look tall. You can be tall. I am tall the way I am. So I have a lot of issues. I did not trust in myself. I did not believe in myself. I had a lot of issues growing up. And because of my height, I used to be forced to sit in the front bench in my class. And front benches are not a very good place to sit. Because I'm sitting there out of no choice. My teacher will not let me sit in the back because I cannot see the blackboard. Other kids sitting in the front bench, our kids were sitting there because they want to be there. They are very studious. And all of them used to sit with me and tell, Vijay, what are you going to do in life? And I used to ask them, what are you going to do? No, I'm studying for IIT. No, I'm going to go to this engineering college, Anna Engineering College. I'm going to go to RAC. Oh, wow. That's fabulous. And what are you going to do, Vijay? Vijay happens to be among the 60 students between the 30th to the 40th rank. And the ranking system is so open in our school, you can't even write your own bench. It's not like what A, B, C. It's rank. You're ranked in the class. 30th to the 40th, what will I do? What am I going to do? So as a kid, I used to tell them, no, I'm going to be a businessman. No one in my family has ever been in business. I belong to a middle class family. My father was a sports journalist drawing 1,500 rupees salary. 5 children. He was in Bangalore. My mother was staying in Chennai. Absolutely no means to even educate. 3 buses to go to school. I studied in a Christian missionary school. The church was kind enough to pay for my fees. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been speaking so well in English. I've been in some corporation schools. I'm very thankful to such institutions that have used the money well. Money can do very little for us, but money can do great things through us. Imagine money in the hands of bad people like Osama bin Laden. What have they done? They destroyed the existing world. Imagine the same money in the hands of Mother Teresa. They have fed millions of people, created institutions, and I'm a product of that. I'm so thankful. Mata, Pita, Guru, Deva. My love and gratitude forever to these people who have created me. And I understand, I'm a creation of huge investment. When someone tells me, Vijay, you're a self-made man, you're a first generation entrepreneur, I said, all that is very, very nice when you say, but the truth remains. If all these people had not come along and invested themselves in me, my mother, who selflessly used to make home products, soaps, phenyl, tell me, go street to street, sell this in Kamkana, because she needed to feed the family. My dad, who worked within his capacity to educate us and feed us. My school teachers who taught me. Yes, I was a makka, I was more of a bench in the class, but that was not that problem. I'm dyslexic. I still cannot understand spelling. I'm very bad at spellings. I still get confused between I and E. I'm very, very bad. But I understood later in life that these were my learning disabilities. I'm very good at other things, but this was not my forte. All the people who joined me in business, who helped me as my colleagues, all the suppliers who trusted me and gave me the first supply. I am a creation of huge investment, and with this type of responsibility that I carry, I strongly believe my life should not be of mere me, mine, myself. I should have something more in life. CDSE, consistent, directed, self-motivated, intelligent effort. There has to be a direction to your thoughts. What is the use of getting on top of a ladder and then realizing the ladder is leaning against the wrong wall? You want to get up on this wall and then you got on this. You need to have an intelligent direction. A lot of people have direction, but people also have intelligence. During 1940s, 2 great leaders lived. One was Mahatma Gandhi, another was Adolf Hitler. 2 amazingly great leaders. One taught us how to be non-violent, not just in the form of non-violence, but never even in your thought to think against the Britishers. I will think for India, but I will not think against the British. I think you understand the difference between the two. Non-violent. Another was Hitler. One of the most educated and industrious country in the world, Germany. He was able to make them fanatics and create such a World War II. Crazy. So it is not that they were not intelligent, but the direction of intelligence was absolutely in 2 wrong directions. Your effort has to be your intelligent direction. It has to go to the right direction. And finally, there has to be consistency in whatever we do in life. You will not be remembered for what you did once in a while, but you will always be remembered for what you did all the time. You will not be remembered for what you did yesterday, but you will be remembered what you did yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Consistency is the hallmark of greatness. So I started my talk saying, in life you do not get what you desire, you only get in life what you deserve. Through consistent, directed, self-motivated, intelligent effort, you will ensure that you leave life with no choice but to give you whatever you desire. This has been the secret of most great people who have lived this world, who have walked this planet and created history. I want us to believe that all of us living on this planet have the same potential. If it is possible for one man, it is possible for every man. There's nothing called as lack of potential. It's either awakened potential or sleeping potential. Loving you all so much, wishing you a fabulous, flourishing future. I've not spoken anything about me. My name is Vijay Kapoor. I'm the founder and managing director of Derby Jeans Community, India's most fashionable menswear brand. I strongly believe that we need to lift people up. We have a responsibility towards that. And we will create 1,000 successful first-generation entrepreneurs from India through franchising Derby Jeans Community. In the process, not only lifting millions of people through providing employment and education, but also ensuring that Derby Jeans Community becomes India's first Indian international brand and put India on the fashion map as well.